All right, guys, we're in Birmingham Cemetery, and we moved back to the shade for a bit to get out of the sun. But we still got a lot to record. We got up there towards the church on this side, and behind that house where that fence is, we still like that garden here, garden there, garden here, all this around the outer edge. So yeah, a lot to do here at this cemetery. Anyways, we're gonna start over here in the shade. Give me a break from the sun. But we're gonna start right here. And it's gonna be Harrison. And it's gonna be a crypt right there. Very cool. Anyways, it's Florida, 1915 to 1964, and Marion, 1910 to 1996. Then it's gonna be Tilly S. Harrison, July the 4th, 1922 to October the 3rd, 2007. Oh, we got somebody behind them too. So let's go ahead and get them. We have a Blevins. I almost didn't see Blevins. Right here, we got Blevins. We got Floyd. Excuse me. November the 27th, 1945 to August 5th, 2015. And Shirley, August 28th, 1944. They were married October the 1983 on that one. All right, give me just a second, guys. Then we got way back here. Probably should have got them pulled way up. We got two that's off by themselves. We got Turnbull is the name of it. And it looks like we have William Claude, June the 6th, 1938, and Glenda Marie, May the 2nd, 1938 to November 21st, 2018. Oh, we might have three back here instead of two. Or that one ain't set yet, probably. Yeah, it's just one that ain't been set yet. All right. Then we have Hallwell. We have Barbara, April the 12th, 1936, and Raymond, September the 3rd, 1935 to January 26, 2021. On that one right there. All right, guys. And the other garden that's in the sun, we'll probably have to get it in one early morning. It's just like too hot in the 90s right now. I mean, not 90s, but 80s. And I don't feel like having a heat stroke. Just trying to record, if you know what I mean. So yeah. It is a pretty cool looking crypt. Looks like it's been here since '64. That's pretty cool. All right. And our next row begins right here, guys. It's going to be Tallman. It's going to be Dawn L. August 5th, 1936 to November 22nd, 2019. They were married April the 22nd, 1978. Then we have Bessie J. Wasserman, January 25th, 1931 to October the 20th, 2021. A beloved mom and grandma. Then we have Korth. It's Elizabeth, March 20th, 1903 to February the 15th, 1982. Walter P. April the 15th, 1902 to February the 18th, 1932. Then we have Sayers. We have we have George, 1898 to 1983, and Leona, 1896 to 1982. And they keep the outside of it mowed around the fence too. Ain't that cool? Then we have John Burnett. He was a sergeant in the Marine Corps in World War II and Korea, March the 7th, 1924 to March 1st, 1982. Then we have, in love and memory of Nancy L. Burnett, October the 7th, 1936 to May the 16th, 2007. On that one, we miss you. Then we have Han. We have Vina, 1926 to 1989, and Robert, 1921 to 1967. He served in War II. It's on the bottom of the stone. Then we have Sayers. We have Norma. I can't tell when she was born, but I see she died in 2020. And Melvin, 1924 to 1987. That blue car just coming out to be nosy to follow, see what I'm doing and leave, which I don't care. You know, it seems like it's their church, so they want to check on it. I understand. Here we got Jerry Jinks, March 1st, 1963 to March 2nd, 2020. Then we have, I want to say Robert Sanders, 1914 to 1973. And we have Robert A. Sanders Jr., 1942 to 1967. Then we have Hicks. We have Father Fred, 1904 to 1989. Mother Vera, 1907 to 1967. Son Philip, 1932 to 1986. Son Dennis, 1947 to 2002. Daughter Nora Lee, 1949 to 2013. I have gone to go so I can come again. Okay. Then we have Hicks again. We have Gerald Sr., 1935 to 1992. And Donna Lee, 1939. Oh, and this bench has got something on it. It's when someone you love becomes a memory, the memory becomes a treasure. Well, that's cool. I can see that. All right. Next we have, I can't really see that, and there it is. And I do give the old man credit that mows this, because he looks like he's about 70 something. And you can see there's no weed eating needs to be done or nothing, and it looks great. He does an awesome job. The bushes are not growed all up. The trees are not overgrown. I mean, the man does a wonderful job, and he mows that over there around that red building and behind that church, all that up in there. He mows every bit of it. So he does a wonderful job. And we have Lois, maybe July the 5th, 1931 to something 22. Then Kenneth, April 26, 1924 to April 30th, 1977. I'm not going to be able to see these at all. So there's that one. And then here's this one. All right. Then we have a lot cooler area here, that's for sure. Then we have Wasom. We have Marjorie, 1919 to 2011. And Willis, 1914 to 1970. Then we have, it's Blair, but I can't see nothing but Blair. I think the end one is, well, I was going to say Mary. 1906 to 1966. And it's, I don't know, I can't see them, guys, but there they are. Sorry about the shaking in the wind, guys. I'm back to the old gimbal because of the wind. Keeps knocking the other one off. Then we have Rennie. We have Gladys Marie, 1913 to 2007, and William Albert, 1910 to 1977. Then we have, I have no idea. There it is. Then we have Bishop. We have Betty. Looks like 1915 to 1982, and Albert, 1912 to 2007. Then we have Willard Francis, 1906 to 1990. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. Boy, he burnt that mower up through there. Look at that. Wow. Huh. Anyways, here's our next one. McDowley, Clifford, 1910 to 1963, and Eleanor, 1909 to 1999. Then we have Archie Earl McDowley. It looks like 1885 to 1968. Then we have I have no idea on this one. I can't see it getting up the tail. Alright. Then we have a veteran right here. And it's going to be Alfred. I don't know his last name. He's a private in the U.S. Army, World War II, May the 8th, 1925 to August 22nd, 1989. Then we have, I have no idea on this one. Anyways, we have Harold here, Shelton. He was a private in the 400 Bakery Company in World War I. December the 15th, 1891 to April the 6th. I think 1867, or no, 1967. And we presented him with that flag today. So I did put a flag out for him today, because he was World War I. And it looked like he just needed a flag. Something told me to leave a flag with him. So here's Rosa. This is Clyde. Looks like 1892 to 1977, and Mary, 1895 to 1964. Then we have Steen. We have, I can't read their names. Can't read them. There it is. Then we have our beloved Jessica Rose Quadrick, God's little shepherd. Born unto earth September the 22nd, 1984. Born into heaven December the 20th, 1996. Well, ain't that something? I like that. Then we have Luffman. We have John Jack. Looks like February 22nd, 1926 to May the 28th, 2019. And Irene, I can't really tell on Irene. He's back under the flowers, and I didn't want to move their flowers, but there it is. They is pretty flowers. Somebody's visiting them at least. That's good. All right, let's do these two right here. And I'm going to have to go pull my car up because I got to go take my afternoon medicines I forgot. Here we have Frankenberg Catherine, 1845 to 1935, and Philip, 1847 to 1931. Then we have Meyer, we have Dennis, 1927, and Duke, my buddy, 1997 to 2011. They got his dog buried there too. That's cool. And then there's a bench. And except for this one right here that I just stepped in, it's a dip. It is the first dip one I've stepped in since I've been here, even through all them old grays that we went through already, and all the videos so far. This is the only one that had a little bit of a dip so far. But anyways, guys, hang on just a minute while I go take my medicine. I'll be back. All right, guys, here's our next one. It's I can't pronounce it. Anyways, it's Ruth, 1917 to 2000, and hooray, 1917 to 1993. Then we have Hopkins. We have Bell, 1851 to 1929, and John B, 1850 to 1924. And I don't know if we've done this one or not, but we're going to try to do it again. Just be on the safe side. I don't like to skip nobody. And we got Pfluger. We have Unbert or Elbert. Anyways, 1929 to 2021. And then we have Florence, 1928 to 1992. Then we have oh wow. Some of these are hard to see, guys, and that's one of them. There it is. So is the next one. I don't know if it's kind of stone or when he mows, they're just so got so much crud on them. Then we have Ross. We have David, 1944 to 2020. Harry E, 1907 to 1988. They're together forever. Then we have KM, 1914 to 2005. And Linda K, 1944 to 2016. All right. Then we have Lewekin, Jane, 1919 to 1990, and Harold, 1919 to 2015. We have Robertson. We have Iffy, 1901 to 1992. And we have Duncan W, 1898 to 1976. We have Robertson again. We have Winfred, 1891 to 1975, and John, 1888 to 1960. Then we have Peter Robertson, 1858 to 1931. We have Elizabeth Robertson, 1859 to 1938. We have Robertson again. We have Hugh B, April the 16th, 1895 to October the 11th, 1942. We have Ruby L, July the 19th, 1896 to May the 14th, 1978. Then we have Dale Hooser, 1889 to 1937. We have Elizabeth R. Glass, 1890 to 1967. Oh, we got one in between the bushes. I was wondering about that. So let's go around the bushes. What do you say? Yeah. All right, here we go. It's going to be Parker. We have J.C. Parker, 1868 to 1947. We have Smith D. Parker, December the 10th, 1860 to October the 4th, 1936. That's the brother. Then we have Ends. We shall meet again. That is a good looking stone. And it's just going to be the main stone. Not going to be no little stones with it, I don't think. Of course, I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. These may go with it. Ain't that a cool looking angel, guys? Ain't that awesome? And that sits here at Janet M. Ends, 1934, 2021, and James, 1937. Says he was USAF 1955 to to 1954. So he was in the service, I'm assuming. Then we have ends again. We have Madeline, 1908 to 1999, and Glenn B, 1904 to 1994. We have ends again. We have Clinton, 1880 to 1931, and Elsie, 1880 to 1968. Then we have Pierce, or Price, Pierce, Pice, or something like that. That name. And it's going to be FG, 1856 to 1925. It's going to be Florence, 1856 to 1934. It's going to be Elizabeth, 1887 to 1948. It's going to be BL, 1894 to 1981. And Catherine, 1897 to 1990. All right. Then we have this cool looking rock, and it's somebody's name, but I can't tell what it says. There it is. Cool. Then we have Catherine again. Looks like 1895 to 1949. It looks like Star Truscott, 1886 to 1946. Then it looks Truscott again. It's going to be Estrel, June the 21st. I want to say 19 something, I'm not sure. Anyways, I'm not sure on this one, guys. Too much grass on it. I'd be afraid to say. We're just going to leave it alone. All right. Then we have Pamela Truscott, March the 19th, 1951 to June the 10th, 2008. We have Thomas Arthur, October 3rd, 1940, December 27th, 2011. He was in the U.S. Navy. Thomas Arthur, right here. There he is. All right, guys. And we got this pretty tree. It's still blooming. Late in the year, but blooming. All right. Then we have Rachel C. Howe, 1911 to 1992. Nelson T. Howe, 1900 to 1967. We have Francis Howe. It looks like 1935 to 1952, but I wouldn't swear to it. And this one says 1926 to 1951 for Edwin. All right. And it says home on that big rock right there. And it says Elgin M. Howe. No, Howe. I don't know where I got home. Howe. Sorry about that. Elgin M. Howe, 1895 to 1991. And Francis R. Howe, 1899 to 1962. And they got popgrass and 4 or 5 hedges of bushes around it. They got a tree over here for their corner and a tree here. And this is their whole big corner, guys. Ain't it pretty? Yes, it is. Trying to see what else is back here. There's a few headstones back here. But I don't think it's part of their plot. I think their plot goes to like this tree. So, yeah. Anyways, let's see who we got here. Behind them. We have Jeanette Lucille Swartz, or something like that, 1895 to 1980. Then we have our littlest angel, James Burnett, February 3rd, 1967 to February 7th, 1976. Rest in peace, little one. Then we have, I can't really tell what that one says. They died in, looks like April 18th, 1878. They're a baby, both of them are, I think. This is David Johns, March the 2nd to the 3rd, 1979. Rest in peace, little ones. Then we have this one. I really can't tell much about it. It's another child. Looks like they might have died in 1983. Rest in peace, little one. There's something right here, I think. Yeah, it's a marker. You can't see it, but there it is right there. And that's way over in the corner. And the church, it looks like they own maybe a baseball field here. They own that big old plot over there, all this back in here. I mean, nice place. And there's across the cemetery, guys. It's humongous. So yeah, this is not one you're gonna finish up in no time. It's been a doozy so far. But anyways, let's move on. They do have a beautiful plot here in the corner. Now, something like that I'd be all right with. You could bury me in a corner like this with the family around like that. That'd be very pretty with the 2 bushes. Looks very nice, don't it, guys? The Howell family. All right. Let's see who we got now. Oh, these are still some Howells. I think I might have read these. Anyways, this is Howell. Edwin Howell, 1903 to 1979. And then we have Renita, 1906 to 1997. Well, let's see who we got back here. I don't think it's part of them. This is Doolittle, Bolivia, 1898 to 19, and W. Roy, 1893 to 1965. Then we have Lyle J. Hall, 1900 to 1955. We have Gladys Hall McDaniel, 1905 to 1959. And then we have Laura Hall, 1876 to 1972. And we might as well go ahead and knock this one out. This is Hopkins again, or Hopkins. It's going to be Eleanor, January 21st, 1917 to March 17, 2005. And Dennis C., January the 15th, 1915 to November the 5th, 1984. I'll go ahead and do this one too while I'm here. Just got to remember where I'm at. And we got Krause. We have Alice, 1892 to 1943, and William, 1890 to 1971. Then we have Sidney Nelson Hopkins. He was a SP4 in the U.S. Army in Vietnam, August 8th, 1891 to February 2nd, 2009. Then we have Sidney, August 8th, 1941 to February 2nd, 2009. They were married November the 14th, 1986 to Janice, December the 15th, 1949. Let me go ahead and grab this one. Then we have Weber, or Webster, William, 1850 to 1931, and Caroline, his wife, 1854 to 1924, and Sophia Fosdick, 1840 to 1917. Then we have, I have no idea what this says. There it is. Then we have Alice German, 1870 to 1951. We have William, 1865 to 1956. We have Lotte Arton, 1938 to 2017. And we have Arton again. We have Andrew T, 1895 to 1972. He was in a World War II, I think, yeah. Then we have Elizabeth Arton, 1913 to 1987. Then we have Andrew Harton. He was in World War I, 1895 to August 2nd, 1972. All right. Then we have Lucy. Mid July the 29th, 1935 to May the 21st, 2000. All right, guys. See where we're at. Oh, it's time to end it again. All right, guys. Sure like, subscribe to the channel. Appreciate you watching, and peace. I'm out of here.